Thanks to LG for sponsoring today's video. Summertime's coming, folks are getting together, so you know you need some music. Xboom's got us covered. LG and will.i.am started a collaboration where they dropped 3 new speakers. I think they got us for the summer. So these new xboom speakers are the Stage 301, the Bounce, the Grab, and they even got some earbuds called the Buds. And I like these speakers. They've got this super clean look that also has a lot of functionality. So this little guy right here is called the xboom Grab, and as the name implies, it's got these bands attached to it where it makes it really easy to grab and go. Keep it on your person, so you can just pick this thing up, strap it to something, put it on your wrist. Makes it really easy to take this thing around. Now, if summertime means for you going to the pool, being around some water, this thing is actually IP67 water resistant, and it passed 7 different military standard 810H tests, so you know it's gonna be really durable. So you don't have to worry about anybody doing like cannonballs, getting your speaker wet, it falling into the pool by accident if you wanna have it like in the middle or something. And this thing actually gets surprisingly loud, even though it's got this like compact size. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it's pretty loud. Now these straps are pretty cool because obviously you can tie it to a bunch of different things. We even got this thing on some bike handlebars, which was pretty cool. But if you're somebody who likes to hike, not me, or do crazy outdoor activities, strapping this thing onto like a backpack or something. So it does deserve being called the Grab. Now one of the coolest things about these speakers is if you get multiple, maybe you grab a couple of Go's or you get one of each, you can actually pair them all together and use this feature in the app called multi-mode. So you can have audio playing over here. Let's say you've got a party that you're hosting. You can have like the smaller speaker over here for people sitting at the table, but you can walk on over here and even over here, you can have that same audio playing as, you know, folks or the kids are running around, playing, doing everything that they want to do. You can have the music playing for them. And for the folks at the pool, you can have the big boy going so everyone's enjoying the same audio without you having to spend a ton of money on some crazy sound system that works for the entire backyard. But now, what about if you don't want to go to a pool or, you know, play music for your friends? You just want to listen to some good music at home? Check this out. This is the xboom Bounce. Now you might be wondering, why is it called the Bounce? Well, up top, we've got dual passive radiators that's meant to deliver high frequency stereo. So you're getting stereo sound out of a pretty compact design. Now, this is gonna give you a bit more of a punch compared to the Grab. And of course, it's tuned by will.i.am. So you know the audio quality is gonna meet his standards, but just listening to it from non-music engineer ears, it sounds amazing. Now, we can't go crazy without royalty-free music, but the audio here is super clean. And check it out, you can see the dual passive radiators just firing off up top. Hold on. I want to try something. Okay, so I want to see the water bounce on these. So they're IP67 rated also, so it can handle way more water than this. Oh shoot. You can see the ripples. See, now it's on the deep end, so you're really seeing it bounce. That was scientific, but you guys can see it for yourself. These things, they put out some bass. Now, of course, bass isn't the only thing you're getting out of this. If you want those vocals to come in, they actually have a clear voice EQ. So if you're really more about R&B or anything that has like singing involved, you're gonna be able to boost that up with that EQ, which is also available on the other speakers as well. Now, obviously, this is meant to be the bigger brother to the Grab, but what I like about this is that like you can grab and go with this thing as well, because it's got that strap. Unlike the Grab, it has a single one, but it's a much larger strap. So if you want to strap this onto something, it's not going to be a problem. Or if you just want to take it off and kind of hold on to it like this, also very, very portable, but with that much bigger sound. So this is definitely like the bigger brother to something like the Grab over here. But this one does have the high frequency stereo, also the overall larger size, so you get, you know, more sound out of this, as well as increased battery life. But there's an even bigger brother to them both, which we've got over here. All right, guys, here it is. This is the xboom Stage 301. You can do cool things with this, like use it for karaoke, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, this is obviously a much larger speaker, but still actually pretty portable. It has a top handle, so you can take this thing around. Obviously, we have a stand over here, which you can buy if you want to, but this thing is perfectly fine living on its own, especially since you can have it angled in a couple of different ways. But if you really want to maximize like the audio out of this, throw this thing in a nice corner somewhere, and you can use it easily for a party. And you can kind of see it for yourself here. The RGB lights are way more prominent. So this is basically their dual bar lighting, and it comes with a bunch of different lighting presets that you can go through, and you can basically just pick the one that stands out the most to you. If you want to increase the volume, you can see just how close to 100% you are. Now I know I'm max. And it's those subtle features that make this not just like aesthetically pleasing, but also useful. So obviously a big speaker like this is gonna have a lot of power. We've got a 6.5-inch woofer in the center here, as well as 2.5-inch mid-range speakers. So you can really make this thing jump. And we almost wanted to see if we could have a contest in here to see at what point can we have our neighbors come over because of the music. We didn't do that though. We're kind neighbors. Now with something like this, the app plays, I feel like, the biggest role, because not only can you control like, you know, lighting, that kind of stuff, but you can control the different sound effects. So you have your regular sound, bass boost, if that's the kind of thing you're into, but they have other effects as well, voice enhance and AI sound. AI sound is basically going to tweak the audio based on the genre that's playing. It'll automatically detect it and then output the best configuration for that sound. But here's the special thing. Now with a big speaker like this, you know you're gonna wanna go into DJ mode. So if you're someone who takes their sound really seriously, oh, there it goes. I was like, where's that horn? That's the one right there. I need to just have this on hand whenever I say something, like, listen guys.
Whenever you walk.
No, that's for me.
No. I'm gonna come in and be like, what's going on guys? It's your average consumer. Come on, son.
Stop it. Get some help.
But yeah, if you do take your sound seriously and you want to do all like the DJ things, I wouldn't know where to start. This is probably all I'd use all day. But you can mess around with that if you want. Now, let's say you are using this for a party. It has 12 hours of battery life, so you don't have to keep it plugged in. I don't know, maybe you're at an all-day pool party and you want to have the music going and going. You can actually go ahead and take the battery out and then just replace it. So you can swap out the battery with like a fresh one, keep the party going, or you can keep it plugged in. Now, of course, this is called a stage. So in the back, you have access to a port. So you can throw in a mic or even a guitar, but I feel like a lot of people will probably want to just go in and do some karaoke. All right, connect the microphone. Okay, this is your average consumer, and I'm about to drop the craziest lyrics. If this world were mine. That's all you're gonna get out of me. I like how everybody's bumping. It's a good beat. It's a good beat. But that's all you gonna get. Oh. That's it. That's it. Gene, it's over.
Give me some.
No.
You didn't show this enough.
I didn't show it enough. I don't care. You want to practice? You want to go, Gene? All right. Gene says we didn't do enough. So go ahead, Gene.
Enjoyed enough.
You didn't. No. Come here. Let me get the camera, Gene. Something emotional.
He wants Billie Eilish.
They got Billie Eilish here. It's going down. Wow.
So angelic.
Thanks for the world, and done with your hurt. I was in terror, now love and you both let go. You're right on my shoulder.
All right. We got it. You can do karaoke here, guys. It can be a thing. Shout out to Gene though, taking one for the team for the demo. Yeah. Okay. So this basically has like all the features that you would want from like a big strong speaker, and it's $300. This is a lot of speaker for $300. It is honestly a really good deal from the performance side of things, because it can get insanely loud, to being able to access AI features, do karaoke. I like this one a lot. And now we'll go from the biggest speaker down to the tiniest shiniest, and that's the new xboom buds. Now, surprisingly, I wasn't expecting earbuds to come out alongside all of those cool speakers, but these are dope. So what's nice about these is they're really comfortable. They have this included wingtip design, and this makes it a little bit easier for it to kind of stay in the ears. Not to mention, they have touch sensitive controls right here on the earbud, so you can play and pause your music, skip tracks, answer calls, all of that. Now, these are really comfortable and they stay in my ears well because they have like these ear hooks. You know, they're called ear hooks, but they're more like wingtips the way they work. But this helps it to stay in my ears really well. Now, these actually sound really good because they're made with graphene coated drivers. So that's not something you see in a lot of earbuds these days. So that's where you're gonna get that superior audio quality. And it also works well with the mic. So when you're speaking to someone, it sounds a lot clearer, the audio comes in clearer. Now, these also feature active noise cancellation, and they do a pretty solid job there. Let me see. Hey guys, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
So they also have a transparency mode. Now, the transparency mode is decent, but I think it's a strong active noise canceling earbud. You can speak with anyone with no problem, but with the transparency mode, I can hear myself just a smidge. But if you're just trying to have a quick conversation, it's definitely gonna get the job done. And it's got a bunch of other cool features like multi-device connection, so you can have 2 devices paired at the same time, as well as it being able to remember like 5 different devices that it's been paired to, so that's kind of cool. And we also have sensors, so it can detect when they're inside of your ear. You get a little chime every time you put one in. They have up to 30 hours of battery life, of course, with the charging case. And honestly, I feel like the quality to price ratio on these are really good. You're getting a lot of earbud. Well, they're small, but they're really, really solid for the price range. But all in all, guys, I'm actually really stoked that this xboom by will.i.am collab is a thing because these are awesome speakers and earbuds. So if you guys want to check them out, I'll of course have links down below in the description. What's your favorite?
I like the bounce.
Oscar.
I like the stage for the karaoke.
This? Oh, interesting. Everybody's got a different one. I was gonna say the buds, but I feel like I gotta go for a speaker. I think I'm gonna go with this one too, though. The stage is insane, especially for the price. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.